From Yeat to Feet, Ditty to Diddy, and Q3 glaze and delulu season. Welcome to the Unlimited Supply Podcast, your daily music business TLDR in your ear, powered by 30 years of been there, done that, and brought to you by No Disc, helping music, technology, and finance companies navigate the music industry. It's October 28th, 2024. I'm Lars Murray in NYC, nursing a COVID-negative cold for that husky voice. It's Monday, where we discuss what happened over the weekend and what's coming up in the week ahead. Over the weekend, I generally stay away from reporting on what became number one on the Billboard 200, mostly because it's tended to be the same thing a lot this year. I'm looking at you, Taylor Swift. However, every now and then you get a number one that's worth reporting on. This week, it's Yeat, who's debuting at number one for the first time with his new album, Lifestyle, the second of 3 albums he's putting out this year. The first one, 2093, came out in February with some big features, Lil Wayne, Donald Glover, and The Future. That one debuted at number 2, but he finally climbed to the top of the mountain this week. So, if you don't know Yeat yet, get to know him. From Yeat to Feet, a somewhat horrifying story in Billboard, Hannah Dailey is reporting that English pop star Lily Allen, in turn, is reporting she makes more money selling subscriptions on OnlyFans to pictures of her feet than she does from 8 million monthly plays on Spotify. Let me count the horrifying facts in this piece. Number 1, people will subscribe to OnlyFans for $10 a month to look at pictures of Lily Allen's feet. Number 2, that is more than she gets paid on a monthly basis by Spotify. Number 3, Lily Allen found out about this and started the business because she ranked high on WikiFeet. Number 4, WikiFeet is a thing. And 5, the article by Hannah Dailey outlining all this stuff is the number 1 trending article on Billboard. You degenerates. This, along with having one of my artists turn down $250,000 for a 30-minute DJ set, is one of those maybe we're in the wrong business moments. But congrats to Lily Allen on her pedal pulchritude and for having an understanding spouse. That would be David Harbour of Stranger Things. Who knew? Another article in Billboard from Friday hints that a lot of people might be in the wrong business. Elias Leight has a piece detailing revelations from the distributor Stem that the escalating price of big distribution deals is becoming an issue for the big independent distributors. The article follows Stem's look back at deals it missed out on and comes to the conclusion that distributors are going to have to compete on service, i.e. become more like labels, to keep those deals from accelerating into infinity and beyond. As Emmanuel Zunz of 1RPM, incidentally one of the distributors that does provide things like marketing support, says in the article, quote, "The supply of distribution is now almost infinite. You can get it anywhere." That sounds a lot like unlimited supply. What a concept. And the TikTok versus Merlin controversy continues. A hat tip to Better Noise CEO Dan Waite for drawing my attention to Impala's letter of support to Merlin. The European indie organization shared a letter to TikTok with news outlets, including Digital Music News on Friday, suggesting that TikTok should extend their deadline for indie labels to accept TikTok's take-it-or-leave-it licensing offer. In theory, labels who didn't re-up under TikTok's dictated terms or cut a separate deal like Mavericks, United Masters, and Diddy, that's D-I-T-T-Y, not the guy in jail right now, are about to have their music turned off. No word on whether this will do anything to change TikTok's mind, but it's another signal of indie solidarity, hopefully one that doesn't just get carried off in the wind. Speaking of the Diddy who is sitting in jail, Glenn Peoples followed up his piece on the finances of Diddy's legal issues with an analysis of their effect on his radio play and streaming. Not surprisingly, streaming is down less than radio, but then consumers don't have to publicly report their listening behavior. And the headline on Glenn's weekly entertainment stock report was that K-pop conglomerate YG Entertainment shares were up 6.1% last week, riding a hit from Rosé. The Blackpink member released a collaboration with Bruno Mars, and it's a hit. Amazing. K-pop stocks are driven by the flow of hits. Who knew? Looking at the week ahead, it's Q3 earnings season, or for our younger listeners, glaze and delulu season. And that means we get a look inside the beating financial heart of public music companies later this week. The first 2 on the docket are Universal Music Group and SiriusXM, 2 companies moving in different directions of late. And that's it from Monday. Tomorrow is Tech Tuesday, or let's call it Tech Tuesday I, because that's where all the action is this week. Support for the Unlimited Supply podcast is provided by RoyFi, which helps independent artists invest in their careers and hold on to their master and publishing rights. If you're interested in sitting down with RoyFi to discuss a partnership, email me directly at lars@nodisc.com. Give Unlimited Supply a rating and a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you like what you hear, and tell a friend or three. And don't forget to smash that follow button wherever you get your podcasts. Links are in the show notes, and you can hit me up at unlimitedsupplypod.com or on LinkedIn to tell us what you think about the show, to feed us info, to feed us lunch, to call us out on our dubious assertions, and to tell us what we're missing out on. I'm Lars Murray, and remember, in this business, no conflict means no interest. It's Tech Tuesday tomorrow. Talk to you then.